Hi everyone. As you know, the district's been involved in some planning activities in preparation for a bond this coming February. If passed, the bond will fund a major modernization of our aging high school. We've prepared a brief video to share with you some of the areas requiring needed attention around the school, as well as to briefly discuss the scope and the vision of the project. We thank you for your continued support and hope that you find the footage helpful.
So we're here at the front of the school, and if you were to turn around from where we are, this is the driveway where people come up. As you look at the front of the school, there's no real obvious front porch or place to come in. One of our goals for the remodel in the bond is to create a front porch, an entryway where people say, yes, this is where I come, this is where I go to school, I can find the main office, I can find the counselors, I can find the registrar, whatever I need in one place, and I know where I should go.
This facility is over 30 years old and its systems are aging and becoming obsolete. You can see from the parking lot, the asphalt condition, the cracking of the sidewalks, and just the exterior of the school. These systems need to be replaced. The high school's communication and alarm systems are 30 plus years old and do not meet the needs of the district for campus security and student safety. These systems in this school that were designed to keep students warm and comfortable are in many cases having the opposite effect. They're simply beyond their useful designed life. Students are forced to sit in classrooms without proper ventilation, sometimes too hot, sometimes too cold, and these systems are just not able to be maintained at this time.
Well, here we have one of our lunch periods, and as you can see, the line goes the entire length of our commons area as kids are waiting to get their food. When you have 30 minutes to get your food, sit down and eat, and get to class, waiting in this line can be frustrating as well as decreasing your ability to sit and socialize with your friends and eat your lunch. Right now you can see that we have students in the hallways eating lunch. We can create a beautiful place for our kids to congregate and eat lunch or other kinds of district or community events.
We're in a typical classroom of Lakewood High School, and this classroom exhibits many of the problems in this facility. And as you can see, there is no daylight in this room. It is strictly lit by the fluorescent lights. These fluorescent lights are, like many systems in this building, they're no longer manufactured. Parts are going to become impossible to obtain. The carpets in these rooms are in need of replacement. The building has many challenges for networking. There's no wireless access in this school. There's no proper wiring.
Hi, I'm Kendall, and this is my art class for Mr. Walster, and we do pottery, photography, and a little bit of leadership in here as well. So as you can see, it's not very big. There's a lot of kids in here. Right now we have 34, and it's super duper crowded. There's no elbow room. We're doing our pottery, an example is right here. We're doing our pottery, and there's just not a ton of elbow space.
We are blessed to have a large gym at Lakewood High School. And in fact, we have a section of bleachers that when pulled out can seat almost 800. So our entire student body can fit in to those bleachers. But we also have room over here to have more bleachers. And part of our vision is to create another set of bleachers so that when we have functions in here like graduation, we don't have to limit the seating. So as we are in the locker room for 350 student athletes and students here, this locker room is just a little bit too small. When we have our PE classes and our athletes dressing in here, We just don't have enough space. We're now in the girls' PE coach's office, and as you can see, it doubles as a storage area. We don't have enough storage for all of our gear that our PE programs need and that our athletics programs need. So what we're hoping out of the bond is that we can build some more storage in so that we can keep our equipment safe and also preserve it longer, because we want to be good stewards of the district's money. The lighting system in our gym is now motion sensitive. The district partnered with the Snohomish County PUD and got motion sensors into the lights and reconfigured the lights. So these are now energy efficient lights. This is saving the district and the community thousands of dollars every year. And we want to continue to be good stewards of the community's money. And we believe with this bond, we'll be able to put in additional kinds of savings with the new technology. This is the Lakewood High School Theater. Right now you can see that we've got about 20 students in a drama class on the stage, and it's pretty tight. If you were to imagine a set and props and other items going on the stage for a drama production, it really limits the kinds of productions we can do. Additionally, this theater is starting to break down. The acoustics aren't great. We've got seats that are falling apart, and you can see that there's a seat missing right here. We are in a music classroom that currently is hosting our piano techniques class. These pianos were also provided by a grant from our partners with the Tulalip tribe. And each day, these students have to take their pianos out of a storage room, set them up, and then put them away. This room also houses our band and choir. This room is not big enough to host our music program. We cannot have a music class for band or choir and a drama class performing at the same time, because there's no filter between these two rooms except for this door. And so acoustically, they hear each other. As you can see behind my back, we have two buildings that are constructed. One is for career and tech, and one is for classrooms. Also, we have 6 portables out back.
Hi, I'm Jacob. I have 2 or 3 classes out here a day out in the outback, and it's really a drag having to walk from the outback to the main building when it's raining or when it's really wet outside, because your socks get wet, you get wet, your hair gets wet. You're just, you have to start from out here, go back inside, come back out here.
The other issue that we have with exterior buildings is security and safety. And while we have cameras covering the back of a building, we don't have the ability to cover every part of our campus. Each one of our portables and each classroom in these outbuildings also have their own exterior door. There are almost 60 exterior doors on our campus. One of our goals of the remodel is to have one building, one main entrance. The only way you can get in is through the A building and through the main office. And all of these other classrooms have interior entrances and are safe and secure. As we move into the science classroom, you can see that our 10th grade biology students don't have stools or chairs to them around their work area, so they're going to be standing the whole time. We need science classrooms that can provide students with the ability to work collaboratively together and not right on top of each other. We need a science space that we can store safely all of our materials. We need to have lab spaces that provide opportunities for kids to work together around and across tables in a way that is comfortable, that fosters their sense of inquiry and not one that inhibits their sense of inquiry. As we look for a high school remodel, we want to create a shop class that not only allows the students to learn how to use these tools and learn traditional woodworking, but also we want to have a class that they can develop skills so that they can leave here and go into the workforce and be able to work in some of the industries that are in the Marysville, Everett, Arlington area. whether it be down at the airport or with Boeing or some other industry. I'm standing on a beach in San Diego. No, not really. I'm actually in front of the green screen. This room is supposed to be our studio, but it really doubles as a storage room for Cougar Path. It doubles as an office area, and this is not a room that's conducive to collaboration. It's pretty much wasted space right now, and we know we can do better. To my left is the tennis courts, and our tennis courts are now in such disrepair that we can no longer host home matches because of the cracks and because of the uneven playing surface. You can see that we've patched some of the cracks and that we continue to work on it, but it's just not going to work. The Lakewood High School track is old, and as you can see, we have a lot of use both from our students and the community members. The track has holes in it to the point now where even while some of them have been patched, we're no longer able to patch it. We're down to the bare concrete. Coming to and leaving school can be a huge traffic jam. We have 3 entrances, one in our upper parking lot, one to our bus parking lot, and one to our student parking lot that all empty onto 11th Avenue about 100 yards apart. When you have parents coming to pick up students through one entrance, students trying to leave and having to leave the school by crossing a crosswalk in front of where the buses are leaving to get to their cars, and then the buses needing to turn and get to the middle school to pick up the middle school kids so they can make their routes and get their students home on time. We are very fortunate that our students and our parents and our bus drivers are well aware and are courteous of each other so that we don't have a series of accidents or arguments in our parking lot.
When the 6th period bell rings here at Lakewood, it's like trying to get through Seattle traffic at 5 o'clock. You can't get out of here, buses are trying to go, students are trying to get out of here, we're all lined up at the exit, it's just backed up, and it's not something you want to be stuck in when you're trying to get home.
We want to turn the bus parking entrance into a different spot on the campus so that students don't cross in front of the buses and students don't exit out onto 11th Avenue at the same time the buses are. So you will be able to see from the design that the buses are coming in from a different area and students are coming in from a different area, which creates more parking for students and parents at our activities, and it also changes the angle of entry. And that will create less confusion and increase safety. I'm back in this space between the A building and the Outback. This space really becomes the key for our new construction. We're going to remodel A-Wing and create a new kitchen space, a new common space, a new office space that's welcoming for our community and for our students and our staff. But this really is the key area. We can expand back into this area. We can build a 2-story integrated classroom here and not ever leave the initial bounds of our campus.
You know, there's just a huge need for it. And I think to keep that community sense, you know, you don't want to be walking down the halls and look at, you know, dingy this and dingy that, and you would just want to have some pride. And I think that it's time. It's definitely time.
Yeah, I think it's overdue. I think it would be beneficial to the community.
And it is growing. So, you know, when we first started, the graduating classes only had, you know, 50, 60 kids in them, and now we're up in the hundreds. So we're getting bigger, so we need more space for the kids to learn.
And we don't ever want to shortchange students. It would be nice to be able to give our kids the best because they deserve it.
You have to invest in your community. I mean, that's your future generation coming up, and I'm more than happy to sacrifice somewhere else so that the students around here can have a quality education in a nice facility that's safe and up to date.
I am so excited to be part of this plan. I hope you're excited too. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions, or if you'd like to take a tour of Lakewood High School, please call me or email me. You can find my phone number or my email address on the website. If you don't want to talk to me and you'd rather talk to somebody in the district office, call, email Dr. Haddock, and he'd be happy to talk to you as well. And you can find his information on the district website.